What's up, guys? It's Primal Giratina, and today, it was the day of the Lumio Station tournament, and I didn't get in. I did enter, and I was just sort of watching the live stream, battling around with this team that I've been using, and today I have all the replays for you. I have 4 replays, because I did a lot of battles. I watched the entire stream, and, that was a lot of battles. I had 4 that I really liked, wanted to upload. I'm like, what? I had them all together. I'm just going to upload them all. So it's going to be like, just a longer replay session. Anyway, I am on the far side with my team. Sticky Whip Galvantula, Mega Gardevoir, Life Orb SD Bisharp, Bulky Ferrothorn, Assault Vest Slow King, not Slow Bro. I always say Slow Bro, goddamn. And Scarf Landorus. My opponent has a nice looking, unusual, not very standard teams. Got the Mega, the Rhyperior, but stuff that's still good enough to work if you use it right, and that's a team that looks pretty awesome. So there's not really any major team analysis I need for these. The teams are all, bulky and offensive and fairly balanced, and there's no one specific thing I can say about most of these matches. They're all just really nice matches, standard, not so standard, all combined, awesome stuff. So we're both going to lead Ferrothorn, and it's just going to be a mirror match here, except mine is Get Off My Lawn. That obviously makes it better. So he's going to start going for Spikes, though, and I have no Spare and Defogger. Spikes on my team. I have a bad matchup against any team with Spikes, so I'm going to go into Slow Dog. So he's going to get paralyzed, so less spikes for him, but I'm going to get a Flamethrower off. It's going to do big damage. Assault Vest Slow King, that runs Flamethrower. And then I'm just going to kill him off with an Ice Beam in case he wanted to switch. But yeah, Flamethrower, very nice thing to have, even if you're not running Ice Beam. Goes into Mega. I'm Assault Vest Slow King. I don't care about type advantages. I'm just going to stay and kill it off with an Ice Beam, because fuck your type advantages. Slow King's just too bulky, but now he goes into Scrafty, which was the better play in the first place. Not really sure why on Mega. So I'm going to Spook the Landorus, get off that spooky Intimidate as he Dragon Dances. Get up to the +1 speed, but Superpower from Scarf Landorus doesn't kill. Just gonna get that min damage and get hit with the Drain Punch. Does not kill me off, and I just decided to stay and go for another. I was like, oh, he's going out into Gengar because I'm obviously choice, but goes out into Rhyperior. That's interesting. I thought because of that he might have been like weakness policy, whatchamacallit, rock polish, but nope. So I'm just gonna have to fodder something. I decided Galvantula, gonna break. He's already getting his sash broken, can't hit Venusaur. Gengar just outspeeds and kills it. I don't need you. So I'm gonna go into Bisharp. I'm like, this will totally kill, but Solid Rock Rhyperior has ridiculous defenses, and it's just going to kill me off with a Hammer Arm. That kind of sucked. So that was a waste of a Bisharp right there. Could have Sucker Punched the Gengar, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go into Gardevoir, just because I want to be able to Mega Evolve and take the Rhyperior out, so that's kind of nice. So it is going to be a 4-on-3 right now, but my opponent does have those evil spikes. Goes into the Scrafty, I'm just going to kill that off. That was not really going to do anything to my team, but I'm not really sure why he brought it in. Goes into the Gengar now, and I kind of want to save Gardevoir for the Venusaur, so I'm just going to fodder off Landorus. I don't need... He's the least useful member of my team, and I want to save Gardevoir, because Psyshock could hurt the Venusaur quite a bit. So I'm going to go into Ferrothorn now, because I want to get off a T-Wave, and he ends up going for Sludge Wave, which is kind of weird. Maybe... Oh, no, I just Gyro Balled. That is the smarter play. I guess maybe he misclicked. Like, if he had Focus Blast, I think I can normally live it. Not always. Kind of depends. But he's going to go into Venusaur Mega Evolve. Go for the Toxic. Again, he keeps trying to poison my Ferrothorn. Really not sure why. I can't give you a good reason. So, I need to get Gardevoir in for free. So, I'm just going to go into Slow Dog. Let him die. I mean, he could have been useful to hit it with a Psychic. But I have Gardevoir with Psyshock. So, that's what I'm going to go into. And this Venusaur... This Venusaur actually puts in the most work on this guy's team, I think. Go for the Psyshock and live that with 2% and take me out with Venusaur. Toxic Venusaur Venusaur. Very interesting idea, very bulky. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn, and evidently he doesn't have the Synthesis because it just goes for Energy Ball. That's nice, but there was no point going to Star War. I was almost certainly going to win. But that was a good game to Taco Shock. That was pretty awesome. And let's move on to the next one. And this is a game I had. I am now on the closer side against this guy, Donut Beast. Another very nice looking team with a Muck. Like, everything looks like not standard, but OU stuff, except it's just like random Muck. I thought that's pretty awesome. Muck is, Muck's just doing his thing. Muck is just doing the sludge wave. See what I did there? Anyway, again, not too much of a analysis except Fortress with spikes. Spikers are not good for my team. Spikers kill my team. So let's start this off. I'm gonna leave the slow dog because I don't want the Fortress to come and set up hazards. Goes with Muck. I'm like, I can take a hit. Thunder Punch and gets the poison touch. That was really unfortunate. I'm gonna do a lot of damage to this Muck, but assault vested Pokemon, like I have Regenerator, but I don't have lefties, so I'm just gonna go into Spook. Hopefully he doesn't predict that, go for an Ice Punch, but he doesn't. I'm not sure. He might have been Choice. Nope, he has Black Sludge. Okay, he definitely wasn't Choice. Goes into the Fortress, as I'm gonna miss a Stone Edge. I was thinking Dragonite might come in on the Earthquake. But I'm going to go into Galvantula as he's going to set up his rocks. That's, this team doesn't have a spinner defogger. That's how it works. I'm going to go for the Thunder, get the Para, which is 30%, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get up a layer of spikes. That really sucks. And I'm just going to kill him off with another Thunder. Get the crit, useless crit, and useless Para. That's just really nice. Goes into the Venusaur. I'm just going to Volt Switch out because Galvantula could still be useful and go directly into my Ferrothorn. Not too worried about Venusaur because Ferrothorn can handle most of them, even with HP Fire. Like, I have stuff for Venusaur. I'm not too afraid. And it turns out, this one has some sort of hidden power. Maybe Ice. I just Daraballed this 52%, not even bad. But this Venusaur isn't Mega Evolving, so I do know the Gyarados is Mega now. And he's going to go into the Dragonite as I just set up my rocks. Muck will almost be dead now. And I actually wanted the rocks mostly to break the multi-scale. But I stay in knowing I can live a Fire Punch. Turns out he has Fire Blast. That really caught me off guard. It's like, okay. So he's going to T-Ball. This is going to do 30%. I go for the Ice Beam. He's going to take that and activate his weakness policy. I'm like, uh-oh, I made a derp. So he's just going to kill me off. I'm just going to have to fodder Slow Dog. I could have foddered something else, but I didn't particularly need Slow Dog. But I have Spook, a Scarf Landers. I can deal with it, right? He's going to Extreme Speed. Does a lot of damage, and I'm going to miss a Stone Edge. And that right there is pretty darn unfortunate. Spook, it definitely would have been nice in this battle. Mega Gyarados gets hit very hard by that Scarfed superpower. So I'm going to go into Bisharp and just kill him off with a Soccer Punch, get a crit. I was afraid he'd predict that, but I guess it's just mono attacking without the Dragon Dance. Now he's going to go into Gyarados, though, and I basically am just going to have to sack Bisharp off. I can't switch anything in safely. Go for the knockoff just to get some damage. Iron Head actually would have done more, but at that point I wasn't... he might not have been Mega. It didn't really matter, because now I can just go into Galvantula. I am absolutely faster. Mega Gyarados, not as fast as people think. It needs Dragon Dances to be speedy. I like running bulky sets though. And he's going to go into the Venusaur and just die to a Bug Buzz. Nope. My bad. He's going to take the Bug Buzz, kill me off with the Sludge Bomb. 3-on-1. 3-on-1 right here, but Venusaur and Muck are slower and dead to Gardevoir, and Gardevoir is just going to put in some work right here. Actually, at this point, I thought I had lost just because Muck are notorious for carrying Shadow Sneak. But he's going to go into the Espeon first. I'm going to Hyper Voice it, and it's just going to die. Espeon's just going to straight up freaking die. So, Gardevoir cleaning up. Even a Shadow Sneak wouldn't have killed me here. But I guess Donut Beast didn't have it or went for the Poison Jab knowing it wouldn't kill. And that was a good game to Donut Beast, yeah. So, on to the next game, because 4 games, because reasons. So I'm on the opposite side again. This is a much more like offensive, scary looking team. Porygon 2, Skarmory, like defensive core, kind of like Skarm Bliss, but with a Porygon 2, I guess. And then Azumarill, Keldeo, Latios, Charizard, all the standard threats are here. Same team of mine. Again, if Skarmory has spikes, it's going to be a real issue. Otherwise, I can deal with a lot of stuff he has on his team. Slowking, actually, put it on the team. Great counter to both Mega Charizard Y and Latios and Keldeo. And decent against Azumarill if he locks himself into Waterfall. So Slowdog is probably going to put in some work this game. So he leaves with Charizard. I leave with Galvantula. And I'm just going to straight up Volt Switch. Always nice to see which Charizard this is. This is a Mega Charizard X. So I'm going to get right out of there, go into Spook. Spook the Landorus, get Flare Blitz, and get critted and die. Isn't that just wonderful? First freaking first turn crit. Already, if you can see in the comments, he's just like, GG. I'm like, no, I will keep fighting. But yeah, first turn crit on the Scarf Landorus, and Scarf Landorus puts in work on Keldeo, on Charizard, and on Latios, but he brings in Porygon too. I get the Spadef job, doesn't really matter, but I go into Ferrothorn, who basically just walls anything he wants to do to me. He's going to go into the Charizard, and I'm going to go for the T-Wave. You wouldn't believe how many times I've T-Wave Charizards coming in on my Ferrothorn. It's absolutely ridiculous. Everybody always brings them in. I shouldn't be saying this, I want to do that. Anyway, he's going to go for the Flare Blitz. I'm specially defensive, so that's going to do quite a bit. And he gets the burn. Really unfortunate there. I'm able to kill him off with the Psychic, but that is one Haxy Charizard. I mean, Haxy should be an adjective. I don't know. Goes into the Azumarill. I still need Slowking for Keldeo and Latios, so I'm just going to go into Ferrothorn. He's probably got the superpower, but I don't really care. He's going to get hurt by Iron Bards and the Life Orb, so that tells me basically definitely has the superpower, but I know I can take one hit. Just one. And I honestly, I'm just going to go for the Gyro Ball. No, I'm not. I'm going to go for the T-Wave. Gyro Ball probably would have done quite a bit, because I'm paralyzed. He's got minus defense, but now he's going to get paralyzed. I do get the Gyro Ball off. That's what I was thinking of. Does a good amount, but does not kill, and the Azumarill gets paralyzed again, and I kill it with the Gyro Ball. It really wasn't going to matter. If he killed me, and I came in, I would have gotten the Switch Initiative. Sorry, he would have gotten the Switch Initiative. This way, after he kills me off, I get the Switch Initiative. Kind of sucks for him, but that's hacks. That's hacks. And his Charizard definitely knows hacks. So he's just going to surf my Galvantula. I don't even need my Sash, as I'm going to Volt Switch, because I didn't think he'd stay in. And just go into Slowdog. Slowdog, very good Keldeo counter. Slowdog takes so many super effective hits, it's scary. Like, you saw that Yanmega. So he's going to go into Porygon 2, the Regenerator Porygon 2. Like, that should never have to be a thing. So I'm going to swap out again, go into Galvantula, just as Death Fodder. I don't really need Galvantula anymore. I'm actually going to take one Discharge, and I'm going to get up Sticky Web just so I can outspeed Keldeo. That's very nice, because now Keldeo will be slower than my Gardevoir, and I can Oko it. Now I'm going to go into Bisharp, basically as Death Fodder / I need it to knock off the Eviolite. And he's going to discharge me. I actually end up taking that and not getting paralyzed. I thought he would have had something better to hit me with, but I suppose not. I'm going to go for the Iron Head, and he's going to die. So he goes into Skarmory, and I don't really have any reason to stay in. So I'm going to go into Gardevoir, because I do carry the T-Bolt. Thunderbolt is very nice, and as you can see, nothing on his team really wants to face Gardevoir. I'm going to crit the T-Bolt, which obviously doesn't matter because it's sturdy. He's going to Drill Peck me. That actually does quite a bit. If it was Brave Bird, then that plus Latios might have been able to take me out, but he's going to go into Keldeo. And I'm sorry, but Sticky Web, you're only 8 base speed higher than me. 8 base speed, not base 8 speed higher than me. I mean, I guess it could be that. It's going to Psyshock, not going to take me out, and take the Life Orb damage, and then I'm going to kill him off. I just love this team. It's so much fun. It's not a great team. It's not amazing, and I'm not the best player. I've got, like, what? Maybe half a year's of only self-taught battling experience. Everything I know, I've taught myself or just looked it up. But anyway, this is the last battle, and this battle I just had about 2 seconds ago because I love doing battles like that. Against a very cool-looking team, got some underused stuff like Zapdos, which is OU, but still a lot less used. The Azelf, the Empoleon, the Regirock, and this team definitely scared me against this guy. Bowl of Cake. I like cake, but it's typically not in bowls. So, let's go. He leads with Azelf. I'm going to lead with Landorus. I'm Scarfed. I'm just going to U-turn. He's a Scarfed Azelf. Probably predicted me to switch out, predicting the Ice Beam, but I really haven't seen Scarf Azelf. I personally run Banded. I like Banded Azelf. So I'm going to go for the U-turn on Zapdos, get that beautiful Switch Initiative, going to Slowdog, because, like I said, super effective hits don't mean anything to Slowdog. He's going to Toxic me. I am Regenerator, though, so every time I switch out, Toxic resets, and I get health back, so it kind of sucks, but it's not terrible. And then I'm like, once he switches out, then I'll be good, but he actually Volt switches out. I'm like, I totally forgot that was a thing. I just went for another Ice Beam. Empoleon comes in. Ice Beam's never going to do a thing unless I get, like, a 70 gajillion turn freeze, so I'm going to get out of there and go just straight into Galvantula. Don't really have a reason not to, because he's obviously going to set up rocks. It's kind of what Empoleon does. Now he goes into Regirock, and I just straight up thundered, thinking he had nothing to take it, but Regirock takes that really, really nicely. I'm thinking he might be Assault Vest or something. because Regirock's base like defense and he has high base defenses, but it's more defense, not special defense. He's gonna miss a Stone Edge here. That kind of sucks. And he goes into Azelf, which he obviously wasn't staying in. So I'm just gonna hit him with the U-turn and go into Slow Dog, thinking I'll probably be good. And then I'm like, oh wait, U-turn, and I'm specially defensive. Don't really want to take that, so I'm going to go straight back into Spook, predicting a U-turn. And he's going to just straight up U-turn out like I predicted. I thought this was a point where he actually didn't, but never mind. He goes into Breloom and goes straight out again into Zapdos, I guess predicting a switch. But why would I switch when I have U-turn? Landorus is going to be faster unless I'm fully bulky and he's max speed. And I can go into Gardevoir. I have no reason not to go into Gardevoir and just Mega Evolve and freaking Hyper Voice the Zapdos to death. Mega Gardevoir is so awesome. So now he goes into Azelf, not really looking forward to taking the U-turn, but I know I can and still have several switches. So I'm going to stay in and T-Bolt because it would kill the Azelf and I know the Empoleon's coming in. Empoleon's specially defensive, that was another switch that I could definitely predict. And now I'm going to go into Ferrothorn because I can basically wall the Empoleon, except for Roar, so he's going to roar me right out into Spook. Spook, too spooky. Landorus too spooky. And this time, I'm an Earthquake predicting him to predict me to U-turn, which is exactly what happens. I'm going to crit the Regirock. I don't think it mattered. I am max attack. If it did matter, because he's really bulky, then he would have been almost dead with an Assault Vest. Didn't really matter. Brings in the Breloom, and I'm just going to fodder Ferrothorn. There's not really anything I need him for on his team, and Breloom is definitely an issue for this team. He also has the Drain Punch, which is annoying because he gets all that health back instead of taking Iron Barbs and Life Orb, as he wouldn't have if he was Mach Punch. And Ferrothorn can actually take 1 or 2 Mach Punches, but now I can go into Gardevoir and just easily force him out. He goes into Empoleon. I just Hyper Voiced, knowing I didn't need to predict, because on this turn he's going to get some lefties, and that's just not going to be enough to save him from the almighty T-Bolt from the Mega Gardevoir. This is just too good. Now he goes again into the Azelf, and I don't want to take this one. I did stay in last time, but I'm just going to go into Slow Dog, fodder him off, because I can deal with Charizard with my Landorus, and he's obviously not facing Breloom. I am actually, however, able to live 2 Shadow Balls, even after the Spidef drop and Toxic Damage. This is how awesome. I only put him on the team today, and I already love him so freaking much. Slow Dog is the absolute best. But now I'm just going to go into Galvantula to scout, see what he wants to do, because it's not really too useful. He goes into Charizard, turns out to be X, and I went for the Thunder. Really stupid play. Really stupid. I should have gone for the Volt Switch, because now he's going to Dragon Dance, and had he gotten up 2 Dragon Dances, that would have been game, but he Earthquakes. And I should have Volt Switched just in case he was X, because it would still hurt Y. But because he only got up 1, I can go into Scarf Landorus, and Flare Blitz still outspeeds. I honestly have no idea why this is. There's probably something really obvious I'm missing. But in any case, I can go into Bisharp. I know he's going to Dragon Dance, but all I have to do is Sucker Punch, lure him into a false sense of security, and then he attacks me and I hit him with Sucker Punch and he dies. Sucker Punch mind games, guys. But I'm honestly not really sure why Landorus didn't outspeed. He goes for the Mach Punch. I wasn't going to Sucker Punch just in case he was sub or something. Just in case something weird happened. I don't need the damage because Gardevoir, again, Gardevoir just keeps cleaning up. He's going to Mach Punch. Had he gotten a crit, that would have not been the game, actually, because crit is 1.5 now. So that would have taken me down to 1%. But that was a great game to Bowl of Cake. Yeah, these were just 4 amazing games, and if you like them, please be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscription, rating, whatever support you guys would like to show. Happy battles, guys!